Yes, same setup. I just added one turn on the camber screw, what they are called, on the rear. So more camber on the rear wheels. I want to see if that helps a bit on the traction when cornering, especially when on power. When going out of corners, I don't want to see the car slipping around, coming out with the rear part. So more camber in the rear, same tires. And now I will drive for 40 minutes more, and the tires are cold again, so it will take some time before I can really get the feel out of this car. Just a new battery, same tires. Oh. Ah. Oh, it's not enough grip. But did it help? A bit maybe, but I have to drive some more laps before I know for sure, because maybe the tires also are cold now. Ah. So now I went from 30 in the rear to 28 in the rear, and still 34 in the front. So see how it is now. Yeah, it's better. It's better, but I feel like the car is understeering. So I have to go for a bit softer in the front also. So I'm gonna go for 30 in the front. Change from 34 to 30. Okay, so now I'm back to what I used before. It's 30 in the front and 28 in the rear. But I have a feeling we are getting a visit of some motorbikes soon, because they are driving all over. Yeah, I can hear them. Let's see if I have some, maybe some better steering now. A bit more traction in the steering maybe. Yeah, the car is going much better now. Oh, a bit understeering there. But of course, that's also up to me a bit, the driver. But the car is going much better now. 28 in the rear, 30 in the front, and about 10 degrees Celsius outside. Well, there we have it. As you saw, I started out with, was it 34 in the front and 30 in the rear. That was too slippery here, because it's too cold, it's about 10 degrees Celsius. Then I added just some camber in the rear. It did help a little bit, but not much. Then I switched to, was it 28 in the rear, and I kept the 34 in the front. And then the car was feeling better in the turns, but I did notice it was understeering, so I wanted more traction in the front. So then I've added or switched from 34 in the front to 30. So now I have this setup. It's the same as I used with the team associated car when I did test that car here. So we have 30 in the front and 28 in the rear, and a bit more camber. And now it drives wonderfully, just really nice. Now we're going to try to drive for 40 minutes, continuous. And I hope not any cars or motorbikes will interrupt me. But I need a few laps before the tires are getting a bit warmer. I did feel the tires with my hand now, and the tires are getting a bit warmer. I guess the temperature is maybe about 25, maybe up to 30 degrees Celsius. That's not hot, but it's all right under these conditions. So now I'm gonna drive again. I'm just hearing a motorbike, so I just want to see that it's not coming in here. Okay, 40 minutes. And I take it a bit easy in the start, not only because of the tires are cold, but also I have to come into this track. And I also have started to use a bit of brakes now when I'm getting up to maximum speed. A bit of brakes here to get the sharper turn, and maybe also a bit of brakes there. Else I just let off the throttle, and drag brake on this car is down to 2%. It was set on maybe 5, but now it's just down to 2%, or what the measurement is, because I don't feel I don't need any more drag brake, especially when you have this open track like this. Yeah, it's an asphalt edge just there, so when I'm hitting that, the car is doing a little jump. But if I'm going a bit more out, I'm not hitting that edge. But I think I'm just gonna drive now and concentrate, not talk. So you will maybe see that I'm getting the car up to a bit faster laps when the tires are a bit warmer. So let's see now how it goes. And just notice how much better grip I have in the turns now. The rear is not coming out, and the steering is all right. It could maybe have a bit more steering, but it's not bad. All right, let's go. Also, you maybe notice that it can come some squeezing noise from the tires, and that usually also means that we have good traction and that the tires are really pushing on the edge. Did cut off that turn. But the car is feeling really good now. And this is just stock, so it's 13.5 four-wheel drive and 0 timing in the ESC. So it's blinky mode, as they call it. Oh, a bit too close to the car there. Ah, that was not a good turn. Ah, that was totally cut off. Was also too short. So the hardest turn is this one, to get that up to speed. I have to slow down the car. If not, the car is just making way too big turn, like understeering, like that. Let's see if we can get it right. A bit better, but far from perfect. That was a good turn there. Yeah, it's some better. I did cut that off. But a good track this now. I can drive it at high speed for many parts there, like that. A bit too long turn. Oh, too much speed, I couldn't do the next turn. Ah, that was a good one. Oh, had to hit the brakes hard. But how long time have I driven now? I can also feel that the battery power is a bit down now. I don't have this maximum speed that I had in the start. It's not a big difference, but I can feel it's a bit. That was a big turn. Oh, that was a big turn there, and that was not good either. It's hard to drive perfect all the time. Sometimes you just have a bit too much speed or don't brake at the right time, or you, of course, you don't take the turn at the right time. So it may look very easy, but it's really hard to drive like perfect laps over and over again. But when you get into it, you get this flow almost. Like it feels like you cannot do any mistakes. But then, of course, it's only goes on for a bit of time. Then you start to drive more with more arrows when you are distracted or you can't concentrate that hard anymore. I think I have 1 minute left now. Try to concentrate. This is 14 minutes, that's quite long to drive. With no brakes. Yeah, that was 40 minutes of driving. Now I'm just gonna feel the tires and measure the battery. Yeah, the tires are about maybe 30 degrees Celsius. And remember, it's only about about 10 degrees Celsius outside today. The motor is fine and the EC is fine. So the electronics are fine, but again, it's only about 10 degrees Celsius outside. So let's measure the battery now. 40 minutes of driving. Going quite hard, I would say. We are down to 7. Let's call it 7.6. So the battery is now down to 3.8 volt per cell, and that's good. So that means that 40 minutes of continuous driving was okay, really, both for the electronics not getting too hot and for the battery not getting too down. Again, 10 degrees Celsius outside, and of course I can see some wear on the tires, but they are not completely weared out. So really a good finish here, I think. 28 in the rear, 30 in the front, 10 degrees Celsius outside. A bit more camber in the rear. I'm not sure how much, but I think I have maybe, I guess I have 3 degrees camber in the rear now. And also the car is much more stable going straight now. That was the issue I had last time. But I put the car in the setup bank and have maybe a bit less toe out in the front. And I'm not really sure in the rear. But I think one of the rear tires was a bit off compared to the other. So I also checked the car in the setup bank, but also I checked the length of these links to see that they are quite similar. Yeah, nothing more to say really. I would say now I feel that I know this car a bit better, so now I can see that it's good to drive. I had the issue, as I told you, that it was not going that straight. It was not stable in the going straight. The team associated car was much better, but I don't want to use the team associated car outside. I concluded with that, and the reason is because the team associated TC71 is hard to get parts to, and this is a Xray X4 2022 edition. So this car is easy to get spare parts for. So I will only use the team associated car when I drive inside, because when driving outside you're getting small stocks between the spools here, the pulleys and the belts. So it's easier to snap a belt and break some tooth off these pulleys. I can even see that I have a stone inside one here.